Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I thought we would have a fun afternoon with the piggies. I've got to spruce up the cage a little bit, which is a daily occurrence with this herd. And then I thought we would unleash them on the room for a bit of piggy floor time and really show you how it's possible to do floor time, even in a room like this where there's kind of lots of hazards and areas we don't want them to get into. We also have some fun forages for them to try, so we're gonna do a bit of a taste test as well. We are now naming Penelope the bossy tea cake because someone asked me what breed she was and they wrote bread instead. So then we decided that she is a white tea cake and a bossy white tea cake at that. And for anyone wondering, Penelope is most similar to a Texel guinea pig. She doesn't have any rosettes, so her hair goes in a normal direction down her back and down her sides and doesn't go forward over her head like a Peruvian's. And of course it's nice and curly, so that is a Texel breed. Nacho is just totally oblivious to all of this. So last time I was washing the liners, I did just half of the cage, so I only changed this liner. This liner's sort of annoying though because it is a bit baggy. The fleece on top is a bit baggy. So if you're making your own liners, tip for you, try and really smush out the fleece as much as possible when you're putting your layers together. Otherwise, you get that and it's not great. You all right in there, buddy? Still just eating, yeah? What's this? Oh, yummy. So for anyone who doesn't know, we are now getting our meadow hay, which is this sort of brown stuff. We are getting it from a local farm now. Ever since I did my money hacks video last October, we get 20 kilograms at once and it costs us £8.50, which is a total steal. So wherever you are, I highly recommend seeing if there's any local farms that will provide you with good quality hay because it is such a money saver. Everyone is just diving right in there. Callie has just totally disappeared. Where have you gone? Yes, you are so spoiled, aren't you? We are done with the cage. It's looking spick and span. Just a quick clean up, just one litter change and a sweep everywhere else. Okay, couple of tips on doing floor time in a whole room like this. Firstly, build up to floor time with your piggies. If they're very new, then try a smaller space, just contained within a playpen, for example, and build up to larger spaces. Once you feel like whole room floor time isn't going to freak them out too much, then you want to think about the places where you don't want them to get into and how to block those off. So for me, I don't want them to get behind the cage, and I also don't want them to get under the desk, and I also don't want them to get under this chair. So I'm going to block those areas off and I'm going to actually take the chair out of the room. Cushions like this create great little barricades for narrow spots you don't want them to get into. And you can pick up this type of playpen from most pet shops and even from Amazon. Secondly, you want to think about where your guinea pigs are going to pee, because if you're leaving them out for longer than 10-15 minutes, that's inevitably gonna happen. And guinea pigs like to pee in dark places, so dark corners or anywhere they can get underneath. But I haven't blocked this area underneath the cage off, and that's where I'm gonna put a waterproof liner and their litter tray. So by using their litter tray during floor time, you're encouraging them to poo and pee in the spot where they normally use in the cage. At least most of the time anyway. And if you don't use litter trays in your cage yet, then I highly recommend it. I'll pop a few of my videos that talk about this down in the description below. And then if you want, you can pop a few tunnels and fun things for them down in the rest of the space. And if you use sheltered hideys like I'm using here, just pop them on top of waterproof pads to stop any accidents. Little bossy white tea cake. Wee. Nacho just doesn't want to come out of his bed. Go on. Oh, you're feeling rather lazy today. So what you'll usually find your piggies do is immediately a lot of exploring, especially if they're already quite confident and used to floor time. And you might even get some piggy trains on the go. I just love it when they follow each other. It is the cutest thing ever. Everyone has discovered the litter tray area down there. Nacho had just discovered the exciting forages, which we're going to dive into in a minute. I think Penelope likes it. Hi. Hello. Look at that little bottom. Excuse me, you lot. Excuse me. That's right, Nacho. The table is back. So we do have something to try again this week. I'm just trying to stop them from eating the plastic. So in case you don't know, forages actually can totally replace other treats in your piggy's diet. A lot of baked treats contain added sugars and other ingredients that we don't want in there. So these are all part of the urinary bundle from Piggy Parcels. We've got cornflowers, celery stalks, birch leaves, raspberry leaves, dandelion leaves, nettle leaves, chamomile flowers, and marigold flowers. I thought we would see which ones the piggies like most, and it might give you a good idea for what forages your own piggies might be keen on. So we're going to start off with the dandelion leaves. Pop a load in there. And let's also go for nettle leaves. Minnie is diving into the dandelion leaves straight away. How is that, pigs? I think I did pick two very popular ones. What do we think, Phoebe? I know, you're a hard one to please, aren't you? Oh, but you're going for it. Yummy. We better get some of the others out, otherwise they're just going to eat all of these. In here next, we are going to go for the birch leaves. What's this? Do you want to try some birch leaves? Oh. Callie just totally crunched into one there. Raspberry leaves. So the raspberry leaves have like pale on the underside. That's what they look like. Phoebe? Oh yeah, just straight in there. Nacho's in a bit of a pickle here. He doesn't know which one to go for. He's chosen the birch leaves. Oh, he's not a fan, I can tell. Yeah. Bless him. Everyone was trying to get into these earlier. So there we go. There's the cornflowers. Marigold flowers. Yeah, Nacho just helped himself to a marigold. Want to try one of these? Oh yeah, we'll have that. Are they good? Oh! Celery stalks. Chamomile flowers here. Chamomile, of course, known for healing properties. These ones have the disadvantage that the guinea pigs have got slightly bored of the picnic table already and they're just sitting over there at the other side of the room. Okay, if you do floor time with your piggies, you have to accept that there are gonna be some stray poos. Hopefully there won't be any wees if you have well-behaved piggies and if you take precautions in the form of the waterproof pads and the litter trays. However, there are going to be poos. It's just, you know, they just fall out without them realising. Let's be honest. Minnie's going for the chamomile. Ooh, good girl. And of course, if you try forages with your piggies, you don't have to put them in bowls like I've done here. You can just scatter them in the hay. You can scatter them around the cage if you don't mind getting mess all over the cage. I've just noticed Phoebe. Bless her, I think she might be a little bit warm. That is a very flat pig. Now, I could quite happily leave the piggies out here for a good few hours, but Considering Phoebe is fast asleep under there, it's very warm in this room, and they have their big cage just up there, I am going to put them back for the time being. But hopefully I've shown you that it is relatively easy to set up floor time with your piggies in the same room where their cage is or in another room. And once you get into a routine of it, it doesn't feel like too much of a chore. And the piggies really enjoyed trying the forages too. I think their favourites had to have been the dandelion leaves and the celery stalks. And they did also like the cornflowers and the marigold flowers. The only thing that they didn't seem that bothered about were the birch leaves. So I will leave the link to the piggy parcel shop below if you're in the UK and you want to check them out. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and chilling out with the piggies this afternoon. Let us know what forages your own piggies like, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye!